Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Naya Humans. So on this weaning day of, Wilds of Eldraine, the WOE metagame, right before Ixalan comes out, I wanted to try another aggro deck since I kind of have been without aggro decks for a long time now. And I've been facing a lot of aggro decks and this is the one that's near and dear to my heart. I always feel like this is the most fun one to play. Because there's three colors, there's a lot more dimensions to it, and there's a lot other ways to play it. There's a lot of ways to construct the deck even that may be counterintuitive sometimes because we're adding in mana or adding color to supposedly a mono-white deck. So let's look at the new inclusion that we got from Archer Machine, namely the Jiro and Hazoret. Basically, whenever it attacks, it does a... what is that red white card that got banned in Explorer? That does a good impression of that. Look at the top 6 cards of our library, and then we may play a legendary creature card whenever it attacks. Right? Whenever it attacks, look at the top 6 cards of our library, exile a legendary creature card, and put the rest on the bottom of our library. Until the end of turn, we may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. So it's kind of like free, but not exactly free because we still get to cast it. And the Jiro and Hazoret gets haste if it comes into play with one or less cards in our hand. Or rather, if we have one or less cards in our hand, it would just gain haste and vigilance. So that's actually a good effect, and it's human, so it is something. Now, the other addition to this deck is from the Eldraine set, the Ruby Daring Tracker. Very mischance here for a Ruby collab for Multiverse, I think. Anyways, the Daring Tracker is a 1/2 for 2 mana, which isn't that great, right? But it's 1/2 haste, and it's a mana dork. So haste mana dork for 2 mana, at the very least, we might be able to use it to cast something. But it's not a great mana dork because it adds red or green, and this deck is mostly white, right? So we don't really want it for that. We want it for the attack. Ruby, the Daring Tracker, attacks while she attacks. While I control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gets +2/+2. So it might be a 2 mana, 3/4 attacker, which in that case is not that big of a haster. So the rest of the deck looks like this. We got 3 Helpful Initiate and 3 Skrelvs in the early game. Again, just like before, right? We want to have 3/3 because we don't really want too many Skrelvs in our hand because they get stranded. We can't play them. We also don't want too many Helpful Initiate in our hand because then we can't train them. So 3/3 give us a healthy average in the early game to have one of each. Maybe. Then, of course, we got 4 Coppercoat Vanguard to get our creatures, for all of our humans ward, and it's a human deck. We have 4 Thalia to tax our opponent's hands, tax our non-creature spells, and then 1 Ruby and 3 Melira. Melira is obviously good against poison deck, but also good for protecting our creatures. We have 1 Invasion of Gobakon just in case we wanted to use this to tax our opponent's hand, but also get some more, attack synergy with Lightshow Array if we get flippant. Then we have 3 Anointed Peacekeeper for taxing our opponent's hand again, 4 Brutal Cathar to, exile our opponent's creatures, and then 3 Adeline to push to the finisher. That's the normal white deck kind of nonsense. Then we have in the 4 to 5 drop 3 Halana and Alena. Normally I would run 4, but I don't have 4, so that's why there's 3 Halana and Alena. I would suggest cutting either an Invasion or an extra Sigarda to have a 4th Halana and Alena if you do have her or them. But if you don't, well, of course, we have 2 Sigarda, Fawn of Blessing. Other permanents we're going to get Hexproof, and we're going to look at the top card of our library anytime, and best of all, we can cast Humans and Angels at the front of the top of our library, which is great because, it's basically an extra card draw, since most of our deck is Humans, so we can cast them for free. We can also cast Angels, which means that we can cast the other Sigarda, Champion of Light. Flying, Trample, Flample, Humans we control gets +1/+1, and then whenever she attacks, if we have Coven, basically we can look at the top 5, reveal a human, put it in our hand, which is additional card draw, right? These are all 4 drops, and then we got 1 5 drop. Very low to the ground curve, so we got 24 lands. Nothing crazy. We got 2 Eiganjo, 1 Plane, 1 Boseiju. You can see that we don't have Sokuzen, even though I have red, because we don't really need red. And then we have 4 Battlefield Forge, 4 Brushland, 4 Razor's Thicket, a lot of fast mana, and then we got, or ping mana too, and then we got the Plaza of Heroes, which is obviously something needed, and then we have the Secluded Courtyards named Humans to cast it for free. Of course, once Cavern come out, this is probably going to get replaced with Caverns. Maybe not all of, maybe we'll replace some of these with Caverns instead, but definitely it's going to this deck. We got our, what did they call it, the new magic term now? Instead of tribal, I think it's called kindred. Anyways, fun looking deck. Let's see if we can aggro our opponent enough with our Naya Humans. The color combo Naya and the creature type Humans just works really well. Right, because you imagine that, you know, white is definitely creatures, red, aggressive creatures, and then green, sort of spell weavy, but not counterspell heavy, just spell weavy protection of growing creatures or humans, and that's really all fine. And well, 2 mana. That is not a good hand to keep since we only got a 1-drop into 2 mana, so we have to mulligan his hand. It's unfortunate because turn 1 Skrelv is really fantastic. We need to draw a turn 2 play and then a land. That's really hard. That's why we're gonna mulligan. Worst hand, I guess, since we don't have a 1-drop, but I guess I'll put back a Forge. I don't want this many lands. And we're against aggro. Okay, this is gonna be very bad because we got no 1-drops. I'm gonna play this first because there's a chance I draw a white mana to play Invasion of Gobakon, and then I won't have to drop the Forge. Right, big board, big board there. To the top, huh? You don't say. Well, this is just gonna get burned, but at least we can protect against a squeeze. Not great, not liking in this deck, but maybe we can survive. Just nope. Now they're gonna no blocks. They're gonna pump the Swiss Sphere probably with a Rage. No pumps with Rage. Now that is interesting. I didn't expect that. I guess we will Peacekeep you then. There's a Rage. Monstrous Rage it is. No blocks. I mean, no attacks. We might block. Alright, so Monstrous Rage gives it +2/+0. So that's going to be 3. And then after 3, it gets the +1/+1. So that will be 4 health. We can still kill it. Not great, but force his whole turn to do this. This is very painful. Halana and Alena's okay. We have reach, so that's probably what we want to do, right? Guess we start the race. Do we start the race? No. I needed some blockers, just in case. Him playing this will be a mistake, but him not playing it will play into my hand. So either way is good. No attacks. That's great. I think he's hoping to get the Bloodthirsty Adversary on me. Which... This is a tap land though. That's not fun. I could play a 3 mana to take out the one of the chick. Yeah, I could take out one of the chick, right? I don't know if I want to do that. So I guess I'll Invasion him. Oh, this also hurts me. In that case, I guess I will play... Ooh, this Monster's Rage will hit me by a lot, so... I guess I'll have to take 1 just to let this happen. That's not fun. That is not fun. Yeah, I have to do it. I have to do it. This feels dumb, but I have to do it. This costs 4 now. We'll play the Thicket. This is an 8/8. Do we just attack the Gobakon? 8 damage onto a Gobakon just to pump everything for 1. How relevant is that? No. We need the blockers. See, he gets his land, it costs 4, so he can't do anything with it. He does no attacks, which is great for me. So we will... Adeline. Thalia. Attacks everything. Adeline will now attack. Huh? And Coppercoat Vanguard will also attack. I have 2 blockers now. It's going down to 1. That's interesting. I am at 6, so he could still burst me out. Nope. GG. Humans! Better than burn. Even with all those burn draws. That was... The one ping really did help, because he was going to top deck a land, and he will have monsters roll and overrun me with a lot of his cards. So, it's a good thing that I had what I had. When I had what I had. Well, also, did we get to go first? We did not get to go first. Mono Red always gets first. Fun. Now we're playing against Liao de Agua. What language is that? Alright, once again, 2-lander with not much of a draw, right? Now, we do have a 2-drop that we can play. The problem with after playing the 2-drop is that we don't have a 3-drop to play. This deck is filled with 3-drops, but I might just get a land and get blown out, so... I don't think I can keep that hand either. This is not better, but... it's workable. I have to put back a Gobakon, just because... the land filters a little bit better this way. I'll play Plaza and Skrelv. You're not even going to say hi, you're just going to play at the fairy face. Terrible. Ossification. Alright, it's removal of the deck. This is going to be fun for us. We'll choose humans. Nah, okay, let's not just get into a spam fight. I have 2 white, right? This is 2 white? Okay. We get a 1-1 and an Adeline out. Cathar Commando. I guess you want to trade with Malera. I don't think I want to just sack it for no reason on the trade. I don't like it, but it is what it is, you know? We're having a just draw land kind of game. Alright, Archangel Elspeth goes to 5. So, can we kill Archangel this way? With the Brutal Cathar? This is 3, right? Do I get to choose where to attack? There's 5. That's not 5. Okay, miscalculated. I forgot this pumps it by 1.
If we lose, none will spare.
I think we're still die to like a Sunfall or something. This is a mono white control deck. We got a pretty slow start. And they got rid of our Malera. Ooh. Emperor's interesting.
We must protect the people.
Alright, we killed the thing. Tax him out a little bit more. And turn. I don't need to play this land. There's no reason. I think in my deck cost 6 on 4, so. GG. You and your Teferi emote. I didn't even have a good hand. I mean, okay, it was a fair hand at the end, because we got Adeline into Thalia. Kind of played it in reverse there, but at least our opponent didn't have a Sunfall. With the Thalia in play, the Sunfall will have to wait an extra turn. If you want to wait that extra turn, whatever's on board might just kill him. And who knows, maybe I draw another tax card, tax out the Sunfall. Flap Jack. Next play, double Thalia into a Peacekeeper. Good enough of a keep. Can't play the Halana and Alena with this hand, so that might be a problem. But that's a problem for turn 4 me. I'm not even on turn 1 me yet, and I'm already taking damage. See, this should not be allowed. Like, Swiss Sphere turn 1 into me having no plays yet. This is the old problem with Magic the Gathering ever since, like, I don't even know. When I was playing, when I first started playing, maybe not even first, but at some point I was playing against decks that had Goblin Guide. I always felt like that card was unfair because I was turn 1, 2 damage. I haven't even started playing yet. Alright, they're gonna burn my Thalia. Yeah, Lightning Strike. Pump the board. And then go in for 4 damage. Very nice. Now we'll get a... Do we get 2 creatures on board here? Or do we get 1 big creature on board? I can block almost anything. I can get a Vanguard, and this doesn't block very well, right? So Thalia also attacks out a lot of the cards. Is that a better play? I don't think so. I think we'll take out look at his hand. Monstrous Rage, huh? Witchstalker Frenzy will cost 3. Well, when he attacks, it will cost 2, right? So we will take out the Witchstalker Frenzy because it will cost a lot more. When he attacks, that makes it 2 less. That makes it 2 more. So it still costs 4. That's a lot of damage. I can't kill the Swiss Sphere if he buffed him. I can only kill this. This way, if he plays a Rage, he'll waste it. Or if he doesn't play the Rage on this, I mean, I'm just dead? No, I'm not dead yet. Pretty close, though. Pretty close. Alright. So this doesn't give Trample, right? Oh, it does give Trample. That's scary. Alright, this also doesn't give Lifelink. We get Poison Counter. This is sack and just basically double back my creature. That's not good enough. So we'll get Thalia and Vanguard out. We still die to basically a Lightning Strike. And there's no life gain in the deck. We died to a Play with Fire. We died to basically anything. Oh boy. Died to basically anything. No attacks. This is gonna cost 4. Deal 5 damage to target attacking creature, right? This is what I named. So this costs 6. No, it's cost 7 with Thalia. So let's get a Halana Alena. And then we'll pump it onto the Initiate. Do we attack with the Initiate? We can pump it on the Thalia. It's a first strike blocker. That's pretty good. But I think I need to push some damage, right? The Coppercoat isn't gonna attack, but he can deal some damage to the Coppercoat and it will die. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Also, if I pump it and attack, I don't actually get the trigger, so let's pump the Vanguard. This way you can't burst out the Vanguard with, like, I don't know. This doesn't do... Oh, okay, just quit. GG. Coward. I'm at 2. You had 1 extra turn. See, Mono Red is not a good deck. Well, it's a good deck, but it's not piloted by any smart players. Why would you quit that? I had no life gain anywhere on board. It was just bad play all around. Next we're playing against Evil Spawn. We're playing an aggro deck. We haven't gone first once. That's a lot of 2 drops. I guess I'll keep. Another. Is it just all mono red today now? That is not fun. Alright, mono red, no one drop on my side. That's not good. These aren't Thalia, they would just die. Swift Sphere, even worse. Jeez. Alright, that's like a perfect opening into a terrible opening, actually, for me. The only way to come back out of this is by top deck a Thalia, which I don't think I will. That is not Thalia. That's not even a card that I can use. So, I'll use Malera. It will probably die. And then I will quit. That's the end of that game. Because we didn't even draw a land there. If I have a land here, this might be different, but I don't have a land. So, Lightning Strike. GG. I'm gonna quit. That's just disgusting. Evil Spawn. Do you see how Arena incentivizes you to play mono red no matter how dumb of a player you are? It's like everyone goes first. They get a perfect draws. Somehow they have 20 lands in their deck, but they never miss land drops. Yeah, whatever. Enough salt for today. Let's go fight another game. You can automatically apply card sleeps. They already messed all of this up. Like all the choose style and everything. I think they reset everyone, so we have to go and set it again. I remember I had to reset all of my basic land choices. That was annoying. You go first. 2 landers though. We do get to go first with Thalia, so... Alright, let's see if we draw the land number 3 this time. I think every single one of our opener has been 2-lander that we had to mulligan into the 3rd land. Funny, the fairy. Oh, come on. Why do you play Magic? Why does... Why? Just why? Here's Thalia. Face, play with fire. Probably not even going to survive this and not draw a land. I was right. Not a land. They're not going to miss land drop. Alright, so when you win too many times, this is what happened on Arena. Literally everyone can see it coming. Alright, that's 2 lightning strikes out and we still have 15. Now, if only I can get a land. Everything here is 3-drop. That's... yeah. Forge. Wow. Wait, what's going on? Okay. Just wondering where my blockers were. Oh, it is a land. Let's do it. Let the racing begin. That's not gonna help. He's gone 4 lands with 1 Forge out already. Charming Scoundrel. You're neither charming. I mean, I guess it is a scoundrel, but you're not charming. 2/3 with a different kind of roll. He's attacking with the Epicure. That's interesting. Why is he attacking with the Epicure? Does he have a plus? He's got a monster's roll. There's a monster's roll. Do I block it and sack my Malera to that? I don't have first strike. Force him to play a monster's roll, but then that doesn't really do much. Force him to play a monster roll there. Monster's role actually replaces the current role he has. It'll be dumb if he does that. Okay. I die and I come back. I don't want to play another Adeline. Anointed Peacekeeper is okay. It attacks whatever card it left in his hand. Guess I'll play it first because I'm going to attack. Does this get trample? Trample and haste. Oh wow, okay. It's just gonna blood token it away. Or you can rope. You can definitely rope. He's trading. Why would you do that? Alright, you trade. That Forge is so scary, and this card is insane in a lot of matchups. It's just the fact that nobody plays anti-artifact is crazy. Charming Scoundrel. It's gonna make another roll. What is the Wicked Roll? Is that the one that does damage? That's the one that does damage when it dies. Just that, huh? Does he have buffs? Oh, we'll see. No buffs so far. He's got one card left. I got 2 Vigilance creatures, so... Let's play Thalia first. Tax him a little bit. Now I can tax him a little bit more. These are Vigilance creatures. Gotta go in for damage or I'll die. First Striker can kill the Umbra's Forge no matter how big it is, so that's good. Double block. Triple block. Okay. Guess we'll do the trades. I'm at 9. At least we can fight the Forge, right? I mean, that's meager, but it's something. That's 4 damage. But he also taps himself out, so I have lethal on board. Mono Red can't even math. We don't even need lands to beat him. Somebody just like... Some people are very bad at this game, which is kind of obvious, but that the fact that they're Mono Red is also indicative of how bad they are. There you go. Naya Humans. We beat like, what, 4 out of 5 games, even against all the Mono Red go first. Perfect land drops and everything. And we get mana screwed. We still beat them. This deck is fun. This deck is very strong. Unfortunately, our new additions didn't come out to play. Obviously, we can't have too many off because they're not, they're not the theme of the deck. But I was hoping to see Ruby or the Jiru come out. Halana Alena, MVP a lot of games. Adeline obviously is what close out a lot of games. Thankfully, Thalia is still incredibly good, along with Anointed Peacekeeper. Anointed Peacekeeper can tax our opponent's hand, and it's also a very good 3/3 blocker against Mono Red. Alright, that's a good deck, right? That's what I got for it today. None of the Angels came out to play, and that was unfortunate. These cards, the top ends are a lot better against sort of a more mid-rangey decks, but we didn't face any mid-range deck. Every deck was aggro, and by the time we just slightly stabilized, they didn't want to play it out. They didn't want to play it out when they had a perfect odds of winning. Mono Reds always have a perfect odds of winning. Just, you know, do everything you can to bring your opponent down to 2 or 3, and then your top deck could burn for sure. But they didn't want to do that because they're cowards. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.